Hello there, it's Ina here, and I do hope you didn't miss me too much last week, but I was off on our yearly family cabin trip in the beautiful mountains here in Colorado. It was a really nice break, but now I'm back, and today I want to do a bit of a show and tell. And one reason I'm not explaining the process of all these items you see here in front of me is because I've made these type of things before, and there are videos available on how I put them together, and the links to those will be below in my description box, just in case you're interested. Another reason why I want to show you all these items in one video is because I have them all listed on my Etsy store, so these are all available to you. So if there's something you see you like for yourself or as a gift, the holidays are coming, give me a visit over at Etsy. So let me show you what I came up with. My first idea was to work on something wearable because I love to make assemblages. Many of them are larger and not everybody has room for it, but I thought for some of you assemblage lovers who might want to have something smaller, these little pendants may be ideal. So I have these little stainless steel tags. They're very shiny on the back, as you can see. And then I decorated them in my typical style with tiny pieces of broken jewelry. There are some charms, little beads, a little bit of texture paste. And then they have also my typical finish. I use black gesso and metallic paints. Each of these little pendants comes with one piece of unpainted jewelry. Right here is a little framed pink stone. Many of these pieces were taken from broken earrings, so there are many tiny pieces available, and they're worked perfectly for these little tags. So this one has a little ribbon here, as you can see. There's a key, there's a heart, and there's a star, and there's a clover. So different things I put together. And each one of those will come either with a key ring, which of course can be put through the loop here like this, but they also each come with a ball chain like one of these, and let me see, and they are of course also, let's take this back out again, so they of course also fit through this little loop here. Come on, don't give me any trouble. All right, there we go. And of course, as you know, with ball chains, you can absolutely shorten them. They have this little closure. You can cut them with a scissor and make them any size you like. So I have those in my store, and they each will be sent out with a chain and a key ring. So I have 10 different ones. So let me show you. Let me see, can you actually see them through the little cover? Maybe. Well, let me take them out. That might be better. It gives a bit of a glare, doesn't it? So there's this one. I like this one a lot. It has a little word love down there, which was part of an earring. And there is a little unpainted piece. So let me show you these ones first. I'm just going to quickly lift them up to the camera here. Without much explanation, you can get better photos on my store. This one has a little owl, some books. Okay, what we have here, let's see. I tried to have a little theme to each of them, so those were books and owls, wisdom. Here is more sun. There is a sand dollar, sunshine, a flip-flop, those kind of things. All right, what do we have here? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a Hamza there. There's a lotus flower, another flower, some leaves. Let's see. I should have taken them out before, right? Anyway, so here we have a star, we have a heart, we have a key. All right, just a couple more, hang in there. What do we have here? All right, there is a comedy and tragedy mask, there's a bow, different little flower decorations. And then this one here has actually some snakes. They're kind of intertwined. That was an earring as well. There's a star and a few other embellishments. They all have a slight color to them too. Some are into pink or blue or copper or teal. This has a little charm of a horse. Oops. There we go. And there is a little chain going across. And I think one more. Is that it? Yeah, I have 10 altogether. Oh yeah, this one is seaside. It has an anchor and a little sailboat, a fish. There we go. All right, let me put those aside. So these are available. Now, in a very similar manner, I also decorated the 3 pill boxes here. These are stainless steel pill boxes. They have a nice screw top. And I decorated them pretty much in the same style all around, so they have a lot of little doodads on them, charms and beads and broken jewelry, the same on the top, and they come as a key ring. But of course these would look good on a lanyard too. Now I won't include those in the shipment, but most people have one of those laying around, so those would be cool to keep tiny items safe. Here is another one. This one has a bit of a pinkish tone, otherwise is made exactly the same way. This was more in a silver tone, and this is more in a blue tone. So these are kind of cool for people who like to wear a little bit of art or use a little bit of art every day on their keyring. So those are the smaller items. Let me put them here in my little basket so I get them off my table, and I'll sort them out again later on. All right, here we go. And then I worked on some boxes, and these are very simple craft wooden boxes. They come with a loose lid. They have some craft paper on the inside, and the inside was varnished. The outside is completely matte. It has the grain of the wood you can feel. And then they were highly decorated on the top. Here you can see that, let's see this way, there are all kinds of bits and pieces of jewelry, beads, done very much the same way as I've done many times before. And here the focal point is the scarab here, and then the teal beads, of course. And it has a little decoration here on the lid, otherwise it's pretty plain black. Makes a great little box for gifts or keepsakes. And then the next one, they're all constructed the same way. Again, it's plain black on the bottom, then it has some craft paper on the inside and a bit of varnish to protect it. And then here on the top, this is more in copper. So this has a bit of a silver teal finish. This has more of a copper finish. There's this emblem of a dragon and some copper beads, which are unpainted. And the rest is painted and decorated the way you know me. You know how I do it. So here we are. There's this one. And then the third one here has a little bit of copper, but also a gold finish over silver, as you can see. And it has this really nice decorated bottle cap. It has a jewel and also a butterfly in it, a tiny metal heart on top of a wooden heart here, and all kinds of, again, broken jewelry. Nice texture on the side, the same texture you can see here on the top as well. All these have background textures. So there are these 3. And then I had the 3 bigger boxes for a long time. They were just plain craft boxes again. It has a little closure, just one of those very simple closures, and a couple of hinges here in the back. And again, I only decorated the lid. The inside is plain black, but again has a little bit of varnish here on the bottom. And here the top has some lace on the side, some fabric on the top, some corrugated cardboard, and of course this beautiful keyhole here. And as you can see, it has other decorations as well, some beads, some glitter. This is a piece of jewelry up here, this heart with a great color matching to the rest. And again, I treated them just the same way as the others, with black gesso and metallic paints. So there's this one. Of course, the texture on all of these is absolutely amazing. So then I have this one. Here I started with nice background texture fabric. Then I used some rope. I used a lot of jewelry pieces, and one of them I left open where you can see the pretty blue stone. And then I had the 3 jewelry pieces which resemble a mermaid. There's a big one here with a tiny blue stone, one over here and one over here on the top. And then of course this big piece of decoration in the middle. Again, it has a great finish, a little bit of teal, a little bit of green. So here's this one. Now these boxes are a little bigger, of course. Again, they can be used as gift boxes, but also as keepsake boxes. So here's my third one. It's a little more plain on the side of the lid, but the top has great texture. And you could probably recognize these. Yes, these are brad tags, and they're embedded with some tissue paper, and then it has this really pretty frame with a really nice romantic vintage photo. And I used clay flowers and beads to decorate the rest. It has a finish of silver and dark red, and yeah, and there's this one. And as I said, they all have a little closure. They all look the same on the inside. They all have hinges on the back. Yeah, and those were really my main items. So there is 10 of the little tags here. Then there are 3 of my fill boxes. This one here. I have 3 big boxes, 3 small boxes, and I had planned to make some more of my journals, but only made it 2-1, but I have to go out and get more supplies. Anyway, this is the one I was able to finish. It's again a book made from an old book cover. It has a really pretty feather fabric on the inside. Again, elastic binding with pages you can take out. There are some ledger papers, there's some onion papers, there's some art paper in here. And then the outside was done plain black with a linen cloth on both sides, so it has some great texture. And there is some fabric ribbon here on the back as well. And then it has a green dot decoration and this really cute image of these 3 ostriches. Now this was an image taken from a napkin, and I embedded it. I gave it a frame. It is also mounted on a thick piece of carpet, so it sticks up a little bit, and is completely englazed with triple cloth. So here it is. I enhanced the eyes a little bit, but otherwise it's just the original image, and I think it's so cool. So here is my ostrich journal that is also going to be in my Etsy store, available for you all. So this is all I had for today. I hope you enjoyed joining me for this show and tell. I hope you got some ideas of things you may be able to make. Or if you need some of these, want some of these, please do come and visit me at my Etsy store. Either way, I will see you really soon again. I have more process videos in the works. So until then, bye bye for now.